story I want to tell you. You know, when we did Batman Begins, we never thought we were going to do 3 Batman movies. And to you guys, it was probably 3 movies, but to us, it became 12 years of our life. And it all started when Chris Nolan phoned me up and asked me if I wanted to do a Batman movie. Of course I wanted to do a Batman movie. But I pretty quickly sort of started to have doubts about how I could split my personality into the elegant Bruce Wayne and the Dark Knight. And Chris solved it for me by saying, why don't you phone your friend James Newton Howard, who is one of my great friends and one of the most elegant composers in the world. So James said yes, he will be Bruce Wayne, and I could stay the Dark Knight. And we went to London and did Batman Begins. And the movie was successful enough that the studio asked us to do another movie, but Chris will never do anything unless he has some original ideas. And so some time went by before he came over to my studio, and he started talking to me about this character full of rage, with a punk attitude, full of anarchy. He was telling me about the Joker. And the more he started telling me about this fearless character, the more I started to wonder who was going to be the actor. And I said to Chris, who you got in mind to play this part? And he said, oh, there's this young actor called Heath Ledger. And Heath knew it was he gave everything to this role. And every time we saw new scenes, every time we saw dailies, there was this man fearlessly, authentically portraying this character. It was just such a total force of a performance. And just before we finished the movie, we got a call. We got the call that our Heath had died. And at first my reaction was to take out all the punk elements, to take out all the anger, to take out all the edge, to take out the rusted razor blades across the steel strings. And then I realized that the only way I could really honor the performance, the only way I could honor the man was to keep the edge, to keep the dangerous stuff. And so a while later, Chris came to me and he said, let's make it a trilogy. And we did Dark Knight Rises, and we found our way of being inventive again, and we found our sense of courage again. And we finished the movie, and I remember we went to New York for the premiere, and we loved it, and the premiere was so great. And that day we got onto a plane for London, and I remember arriving very early in the morning in my apartment in London, and the phone was ringing. And he was a journalist, and he said, what is my reaction to the shooting that happened? The shooting that happened in a small town in Colorado while they were playing our movie, a small town in Colorado called Aurora. And I hadn't heard of it, none of us on the plane had heard of it. We were flying all night while it was happening. And so I said the first word that came to my mind, which was devastated. And all day I was thinking of the victims, and all day I was thinking about the loved ones they left behind. And all day I was thinking that everybody said the word devastated and it meant nothing. And that my language is not words. So I phoned my friends in the choir, and that night we recorded a piece of music. We wanted to record a piece of music that had no words but would feel like we were stretching our arms out across the Atlantic all the way to the small town in Colorado called Aurora, and we were stretching our arms out and embracing the people, the loved ones that were left behind. And the world hasn't gotten any better since then. I thought it would, but it didn't. Paris, London, Manchester, Syria, everywhere you look is bloodshed. Everywhere you look there are refugees. Everywhere you look there's cruelty. But on this stage tonight, I have people from all over the world, from all different countries, from all different nations, playing with the heart, playing for you, Milan. We're stretching our arms out tonight, and we're embracing you. For the last time on this tour, we will play Aurora.